Patriots and the New York Jets. They'll run with White. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They go play action for White. Now it's Brady. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Let's discuss this offense now. And Julian Edelman, very good player.
Has really developed into a terrific slot receiver. And a lot of times he would be the primary receiver. Still mad coming out of college that he's now the quarterback in the NFL. He takes it out on the opposing defenses.
It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
And right side caught. Hogan. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. And the defense for New York.
Sheldon Richardson's talent is absolutely immense. And when he plays on the defensive line, it's a difficult task to block him.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. On play action, it's Brady. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. They overload him that time on the safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. Second down, sacked by the defense. What type of pressure will they bring here on 3rd? We'll see. From the gun, it's Brady. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the first-rounder, Darren Lee. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Charles, I know it's hard when live bullets are flying, but you cannot keep your hand up around the face mask area.
It is absolutely inexcusable nowadays. We talk about target areas all the time. You have to aim lower so that your hand doesn't get involved in the face mask.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's got room. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead. And they're in on the first play from scrimmage. Our crew and you and I, we better strap in here.
That's what's commonly known as quick strike. Points on the board. This could be a fun game.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. So the Patriots coming out now. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They begin the drive on the ground. It's White. And he'll get this one up to the 26. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
And the play goes for 19 yards, gives them a new set of downs. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who could make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
They come up in an offset eye. Now a carry for White. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really...
And he's going to be taken down. Back across midfield, just across midfield at the 49. He didn't get rid of the football there, took the sack, although that's easier said than done. He can't just chuck the thing sideways into the seats.
No, he really can't because you're not afforded total protection as a quarterback. You have to get out.
He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. And a look at the offense that is hoping to put some points up in bunches here in this one. Throwing again, Hackenberg on 2nd and 10. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move to sticks. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And fortunately, he's able to reel it back in, but it's going to go down as a big loss here on the play.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. Offense with a fumble, but they recover it, and it brings up 2nd down. Hackenberg on 2nd down, eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. They set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
So after the INT, it's Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. The 6th overall pick in 2015, Leonard Williams. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Brady to throw on 2nd down. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. These coaches told us they wanted to take the top off this defense. They wanted to be able to stretch them downfield. They showed it pretty well there.
And they knew that if they were able to do that, it would open up everything else. But how did they truly get it done? Practice in the previous week, making sure they had a plan fine-tuned before they put it into effect in the game. Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point you've got to win at the point of attack, and on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
It's caught left side by Cooks. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Throwing now is Brady. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Ray Malaluga. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And New York set to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I'm hearing my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make this a 2nd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play. With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Jets in possession as we begin quarter number 2 here. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. In motion, Anunwa. On 3rd down, Hackenberg. Letting one go deep for Anunwa. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Quincy Anunwa, 82 yards. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. Good pass, clean catch, and a house call there on the fly route.
And not that much room to operate. So that tells you about his acceleration. We always talk about being able to go from 0 to 60 real fast. It took him less time than that to get to top speed and complete that play.
And he is out of bounds here on the return. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Brady again here on 2nd and 10. He's got the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Leonard Williams. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Big sack on 2nd down. Now the offense needs to convert here on 3rd. Shotgun now for Brady. Going deep here for Edelman. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
And it's fielded at the 34. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And the Jets take possession. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out. Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. First down, Hackenberg. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Throwing again, Hackenberg on 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. Eric Decker, the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it. An extra corner on the field for New England here on 3rd down.
Yeah, another DB. Again, it's Hackenberg. And that's incomplete. Matt Forte, a great receiver out of the backfield, was the intended target. And now it's 4th down. Now Chandler Catanzaro for the field goal here. From the right hash, this from 53. And he's going to miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little, and when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Ah, yes, Brady to Gronk. You think these two are in sync?
Without a doubt. And look, they both understand what they can do for each other. Gronk knows if he gets open, the ball's going to be there. And Tom Brady knows what a great security blanket Gronk is. When all else fails, you find Big 87. And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
To throw, it's Brady surveying the field. And that is incomplete. Looking for his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. And that'll bring up a fourth down. So now on fourth down, on comes Steven Gostkowski to try and get the pass 3. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense, and over the post.
The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less than a field goal attempt for him. It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Offense trying to avoid stalling out, facing a 3rd and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Hackenberg from the gun on 3rd. Forced out to his left. And this is going to be incomplete. He was looking for Quincy Enunwa that time, and it's 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Brandon Fields to kick this one away. Taken in at the 22. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Patriots take over. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they've got to make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Over the middle, Julian Edelman. It's complete. And he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1. Red zone opportunity. So a pause here for us as well. Time to pay some bills. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout. They come out here in the eye. A fresh set of down. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. It's the fullback. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots are back within a score. It's up and good. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And New York set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. Throwing is Brady on third down. The throw left side complete to Hogan. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. This is taken at the 18. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And New York set to take the field. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
Now Hackenberg. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And got his man complete. It's a big play that time by the Jets. 38 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that and have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And some options here for the offense on 2nd and 2. Shift together here from the D-line. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. And down inside the 15 he goes. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. From the red zone now, Hackenberg. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often a...
Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So the offense avoids disaster, keeps possession. Now it's 2nd down.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll throw again. Hackenberg. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And that right there will set him back a bit on the offensive holding penalty.
And you know who you want to pressure after a penalty like that? The guy who just committed the foul. You want to see if he's going to keep his head down or if he's going to get his head right back into the game. I'd send a blitz at him right away and see if he holds up.
All right, here we go.
To the air again, Hackenberg. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. What are you going to do with the football?
So they get the 3, increase their lead to close out the half.
Excellent way to end a drive. Go into the locker room with a little bit of extra momentum after adding 3 to their total.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. So we've come to halftime. And pump the brakes, Larry. Pump the brakes. We are ready for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now out come the Jets. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else. Well, we're not playing 3 yards in the cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Throwing again, Hackenberg on 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays. And you don't get many opportunities to dial them up. And they just did. And they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
And he's got Decker, left side. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Brandon Fields now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his 1st. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Taking it about the 16. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. Here's Brady to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You ever notice that when Tom Brady does get hit and drop to the ground, this guy's back to him pretty quickly to check on his health, aren't they?
That's exactly right. For as much as he throws, doesn't take a lot of square shots, but took one there.
He's really smart in the pocket, isn't he? Even out of the pocket. He understands where the pressure is coming from.
And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And New York set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Flush to his right. To Decker over the middle. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. It's a big play that time by the Jets. 30 yards.
Usually hitting a deep post pattern, as we just saw there for a big gainer, that's tough to do because you usually have a safety or 2 in the middle of the field. But if you hit enough crossers and underneath routes and curls, you start to get those guys creeping up, wanting to make plays on the football. It's the equivalent of a changeup in baseball. You show your other stuff, throw the changeup, and on that play, it worked for big yardage.
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. To throw, Hackenberg. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Deron Harmon. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. On first down, Brady. And a dump off to White. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now White, and they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It's a loss of 2, now third down. So ways to go here on 3rd and 10. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Julian Edelman, the intended receiver, and that brings up 4th down.
Not too many things get to a quarterback at this.
Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And Gostkowski's so a good kick there, and they wrap up the drive by putting 3 on the board.
And you know, let's face it, you're not always going to come away with 6. Defense in the NFL are just too good. But you've got to come away with something. And there, they get 3.
And he'll probably wish he reconsidered here. It'll cost him 10 yards now with a new rule as he's down at the 15-yard line. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. Now a handoff here to his running back. They find some open field here. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Eric Decker was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him.
An extra defensive back in the game now here for 3rd and 4. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now 4th down. Here's Brandon Fields now as he's on to punt for New York. And he fields it cleanly. Now a hit and a loose football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Now the Patriots offense, they worked their way back out onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Here's White. Stays on his feet. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Every now and then when we see a really good run, we really tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen, what the offensive line did, what the receivers did to help. Sometimes the running back's pretty good, too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of good yardage and made it happen with great effort.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing. Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And probably the wise decision there. No one open, he just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And with that, they move ahead by a point here in this 3rd quarter. So it's his 3rd field goal now of the ball game, and they have needed his leg because this last one gives them the lead.
It's been a back-and-forth kind of a game, Brandon, but now you've got to tell your defense, hey, we need to stop here so we can let this momentum carry us through to the next drive.
New York set to take the field, and they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before and realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well.
else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Green,
On 2nd down, here's Hackenberg. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Back now here on EA Sports. And the offense looks to pick up the first here on 3rd after that incompletion. They'll throw again. Hackenberg out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Desperation time. Hackenberg on 4th. And that is incomplete. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Patriots take over. They're going to have terrific field position. And now out come the Patriots. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
On 2nd down, here's Brady. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. That one good for 12 yards. And that'll make it 3rd down. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down.
I think the good offensive coordinators in the league now are looking at the fullback position and finding the right guys to hide in that spot and increase their passing game, as we just saw there. How about the run after catch? Racked it.
Well, yeah, whether it's a true fullback, a tight end you put in the fullback spot, you know they're going to be tough to bring down if you can get them the football in the passing game. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So they get the 3 here, but you wonder whether that's going to be enough.
Yeah, I mean, you've now made it so they need a touchdown rather than a field goal to catch them. But you're right. If they'd gotten 6 out of that drive, this would be a much different game.
New York set to take the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my...
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Robbie Anderson, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Jets have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. He's got it. And this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. They go play action here on 1st down. Goes right side, complete to Gronk. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? They sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. They'll get 32 yards there, and it gives the Pats a 1st down.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Eluding the pressure right. And right side caught Hogan. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Chris Hogan, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. And he's got it up and through. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. And New York set to take the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1 play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1 play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Hackenberg on 2nd down. And he slings one that's incomplete. And if they want to keep this drive alive, they'll need 8 yards here on 3rd down. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. On 3rd down, Hackenberg flushed out right. And he comes back with 1 complete. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he was able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And now they're in the hurry up. On play action, it's Hackenberg. He's got his man on the crossing route. 11 yards for number 11. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Hackenberg now from the 50. He's going to lead this for his running back. It's complete. Wow, evasive.
Make a miss. Another miss.
Still on his feet. It's a big play that time by the Jets. 32 yards.
You have to give some credit because he broke some tackles in order to get that big pickup. But maybe it's a little bit more that the lost art of tackling reared its ugly head on that play. And the end result, a big-time pickup of yardage.
Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Fresh set of downs here. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now a carry here for Orleans Darkwa. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
Call it a 3-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. They'll look to throw. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Quincy Enunwa with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Jets have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Now, that was an impressive drive. But I think we're going to talk about being way more impressive because of who led them. A rookie quarterback in that spot, putting his team in front, that's big league.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. Now the Patriots gearing up to go now. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time, don't they?
All the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. He's back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. Yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing that. For bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be. You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. So a little grabbing there, but this time it goes against the offense for holding. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. To throw is Brady. He's got time. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. A great read, and it's picked off. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. Defensively, there's still 3 timeouts. Do you even need to use them at this point?
I think a lot of coaches do it anyway, and it seems like cosmetics to us.
Does it just send a message you're not quitting?
Send a message that you're not quitting. Let your team know you're going to battle all the way, and you're always hoping for that ultimate miracle that something will happen, you'll pick up the ball and score, and you'll have a chance one more time and maybe on an onside kick, but not likely.
2 yards on the pitch.